Welcome back to the second part of this video. Child, in this part of the video, we will discuss your short question answers. Let's start. We have the very first question of the short questions. Child, first of all, you need to understand whether you are mentioning your very short questions or short questions, the answer should not be more than 3 or 4 lines. Right? Because these all questions will not come more than 2 marks. Let's start from the first question. State the main characteristics of object-oriented programming. The main characteristics of object-oriented programming are: number 1, emphasis is on data rather than procedures. And second, you can write programs are divided into objects. If you find any other two characteristics, that also you can write down according to your convenience. We have the second question. What are the different types of programming approach? There are 3 different types of programming approach. Number 1, structural programming approach. Number 2, procedural programming approach. Number 3, object-oriented programming approach. Your question number 3, what are objects? And question number 4, what is a class? These two questions, child, we had already discussed in the first part of the video. Here you need to define only the terms, definition of object, and in this you have to define the definition of class. Let's move to your fifth question. Why are classes called abstract data types? The answer will be: classes are called abstract data type because the behavior of the class is defined by a set of operations and values performed by objects. Understood? The behavior of the class is defined by a set of operations and values based on objects. Let's have your sixth question. There are write 3 main advantages of object-oriented programming approach. They are: easy analyze and design with real-world objects. Number 2, easy maintenance and debugging. Number 3, data abstraction. You can write other also, but if they had asked 3, then you need to mention only 3. We have the fourth question. Explain inheritance with a suitable example. So here you need to write: inheritance is the process by which objects of one class acquire or inherit the properties of objects of another class. Now let's see. Let me explain you with the help of flowchart. This you can consider it as your diagram example also. Make here a class student. This will be your base class, right? Next, we have a drive class, that is science student. This is your drive class. Next class, let's consider class of Hindi students. This is also your drive class. Let's consider the next class math student. This is also your drive class. Now see, the properties of class science students, class Hindi students, and class math students are inherited by the class student. This is your class student is your base class, and class science, class Hindi, class maths is your drive class. Let's move to your next question. The data structure for the truck object is given below. The truck is your object, and the data structure is given here. What can be the method of the object? So here you can say that your method object is a vehicle. Vehicle is your method, then object is your truck, and these are the your data structure of the object, that is called a truck. Next we have ninth question. What is the state of an object? Explain with an example. Here you can see that the value of the variable determines the value of the object. For example, let's see here. Your object is mango, right? And here we have color, flavor, origin. We have these all are your characteristics. Color is green, flavor is sweet, and origin is India. This is your state of an object. These are your state of an object. Right, child? Next question we have. What is the behavior of an object? Explain with an example. The behavior are the operations that can be performed on object. Let's see again with the help of, in the place of example, you can mention that dog is your object. Like first, when we learned about your this example I had given you in the differentiation of a class and object also. So if dog is your object, then its behavior will be bark, jump, wag, sit. This all is the behavior of your object. Your next question, what is method of overloading? Explain with an example. So here you can see that method with the same name in different objects of the same class can behave differently when used with different parameters or arguments is called method overloading. Or in a simple terms also you can say that when number of methods are used in the same class, that is called method overloading. Let's see with an example. Your method is volume. Now we can calculate volume as volume cuboid, volume cone, volume cylinder. Now see, our main method is a volume only. Now when I'm saying volume of cubed, volume of cone, volume of cylinder. In this same class, I had used 3 different methods. This is called method overloading. We have the next question. Your 12th question. What are the limitations of procedural programming? They are no access specifier available in procedural programming. Second, they are less secure. Third, overloading is not possible. We have the last question. Explain the evolution of programming language. So here you can mention that the programming languages are developed in various generations: generation 1, generation 2, generation 3, generation 4 and generation 5. And if you like to explain it, you can write 1 or 2 lines along with the for each and every generations. I hope you all must have understood the concept of object-oriented programming. In the upcoming class, we will switch over to the new chapter. Stay safe, stay blessed, and help others. Thank you.